Have you ever heard of extended orgasm?
Well, I mean, I can figure out what it is. What do you mean?
So you can get a woman to have an orgasm for about an hour long. It's a real thing, like real thing. I've experienced it. And then with men, I think it's called.
But is that good?
Yes.
An hour?
It sounds exhausting, but it's like a psychedelic trip. It is like you enter a different realm. Have you ever, I'm sure you've seen Alex Gray paintings.
No.
No?
Maybe not by name.
Okay, so he is a psychedelic artist.
Oh, wait, I know him with all the faces.
Yeah, and then it's like very geometric.
Yeah.
So it was so weird. Everything started to look like that. I was stone sober. Everything I saw his body vibrating, my body vibrating, like everything started to have like this geometric pattern around it. It was an hour. It sounds terrible. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And I don't really know. I'm like trying to figure out how to be able to do that, because some women can just do it on like demand. And there's this other book, it's called The Multi-Orgasmic Man. It's the idea of having men have multiple orgasms, because we think that only women can do it, but men can also do it. So it's kind of like edging, but basically you want to try to get yourself to like a 9 or like a 9.9 and just kind of hover there. And with the woman, there's this spot, it's like to like her left of her clit. And if you put pressure there, it can kind of like hold that 9.9.
Her left or stage left?
Her left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you some material. It's crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But edging is great. You can work your way up to the hour-long orgasm.
Wait, so is she just sitting there having the orgasm?
No, it's like full body. So
no, but I mean, it's the guy sitting working her for an hour.
Yeah. But you get to a point where it doesn't have to be direct stimulation. So I think so often we have sex with like it's a mission. Like we have to get to orgasm, and that's fine. But it's not. If you think of your best time, that probably wasn't how it was. It was probably more like more of a flow state where there was no time, and you're doing all these other things, and you're like everything is an experience. Like you're not just single focused on something. So with those, at least in my experience, those orgasms are like really quick and done, and they're not huge. They're not like anything to write about. It's just like, oh, that was great. With these, it's like you kind of transmute that energy. And what's the name of the author? He does a lot of self-help books.
Jordan Peterson?
No, definitely not Jordan Peterson. It's Outwitting the Devil. What's his name?
Dear Abby?
I don't know, Dear Abby. I feel like you're making fun of me. What is his name? Why is it escaping me? I'm going to look it up really quick. It's like one of my favorite books.
Ann Landers.
I don't have service. Hey Siri, who wrote Outwitting the Devil? Napoleon Hill. It came to me as soon as it was coming up. So he talks about sexual transmutation, and this is kind of taking over like the hippy dippy space right now. But it kind of circles back into porn and the problem with like men over consuming porn. So there's this idea that sexual energy is a very powerful creative force, and it kind of starts in your root chakra. So if you can take that energy and build it up, then you can either use it to work, have inventions, create, like use it very productively. You can use it to manifest. But the idea is that you move that energy up. So when you're having these extended orgasms, like your cells are vibrating. So you don't have to do direct pressure or like constantly be stimulating anything, because you've now moved it throughout the whole body instead of one isolated area.
Yeah, this sounds to me very much like this Whole Foods. I went to Honduras to do Aya, and I learned that janitors are people too. There's a lot of that stuff in Austin. Cold plunges, we're crushing it at work kind of space. And it's not my world at all.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like that, but Napoleon Hill was definitely not like a Whole Foodsy kind of guy.
Okay.
It's just like the way that he worded it is probably very different than how it's kind of being capitalized and packaged beautifully now for like the beaded linen wearing folk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
highly
who
recommend.
self-identify shaman.
You've also been labeled as a cultural observer.
Ooh, what an outrageous epithet. Cultural observer, my God.
Cultural observer.
Yeah.